All right, guys, we're at the Stanleyville train station. Let's take the train around the park. Let's see what's going on. I've never taken the train all the way around. I heard it's a really, really fun safari, so let's check it out.
Do me a favor, look over to your left-hand side, put your hands in the air, and wave goodbye to Colin, our hard-working station master here at Stanleyville. Everybody say goodbye, Colin.
Bye, Colin.
Oh, come on, guys, we can do better than that. Everybody say goodbye, Colin.
Bye, Colin.
Thank you. We do appreciate your enthusiasm.
All right, so
station master.
It looks like we got 2 stops on this train ride. One in Nairobi, which will be a short stop, and then the longest train run all the way to the Congo for our second stop. And then we'll be back at Stanleyville.
They wanted to make it just a little more thrilling. You know what they did? They got rid of the floor. Yes, it is America's first floorless dive coaster. It will take you up 200 feet in the air, hang you over an edge for a couple of seconds, giving you a chance to think of why you're up there in the first place, and then drop you 90 degrees straight down to the ground. The chute run is named after an African hawk that goes by the same name that dives 90 degrees to catch its prey. The chute is the fastest roller coaster we have here at the park, going at speeds of 70 miles an hour. Coming up on the left-hand side is the Stanleyville log flume ride. It will take you up 43 feet in the air and drop you at speeds of 35 miles an hour. But be warned, you will get wet. Coming up on the right-hand side of the train, the orange and blue roller coaster is known as the Scorpion. The Scorpion will start you off with a 360-degree loop, followed by a corkscrew. The Scorpion is located in the Pantopia area of our park. Also located in Pantopia is our Dragonfire Grill, our carousel ride, many fun carnival games, and of course, our Pantopia Theater. Now the Pantopia Theater, which is this building coming up on the right-hand side of the train, is home to our Open Night Critter Show. The Open Night Critter Show is a family-friendly show starring many of the rescued animals we have here at Busch Gardens. For more information or show times, all this information can be found on the back of your park map.
Oh no, not this again!
So ladies and gentlemen, when we round this next corner, we will be entering the Serengeti belt. All the animals out here on the belt are wild and free roaming, meaning that they will cross the track at any point in time they choose. So we ask that you please remain seated at all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. All small children must be seated either on your lap or in the seat next to you. If you happen to lose anything while we're out on the belt, please do not attempt to retrieve that item yourself. Simply wait till we get to the next station and inform either myself or the station master. We will send someone to retrieve that item for you. As we cross the service road, if you happen to see any of our hardworking ambassadors, feel free to give them a wave. They'll be waving right back at you.
Double train. Playing chicken.
Here comes the other train, we're gonna wait.
Double train, guys. This is epic. Wow, beautiful. All right, it looks like we're heading into the Serengeti Plains.
Coming up on the right-hand side of the train, the large brown animal with the long horns by the fence over there is known as the Watusi cattle. Now the Watusi cattle were herded by the Watusi tribesmen of Africa and are harvested for their milk rather than their meat and bones. It is said that the Watusi tribesmen's wealth is determined by the number of living cattle they have in their possession. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently in the Serengeti Belt. This belt is a 16-acre preserve home to a wide number of animals.
Wow, 16 acres. That's big.
The Serengeti Belt is split up into two halves, and we are currently in the northern half of the belt. If you look closely on the left-hand side of the train, up on the hill there where that green Jeep is, are some of our white rhinos. Now the white rhino is the second largest land mammal, right behind the elephant. It can weigh anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 pounds, but despite its large size, it can run at speeds of 35 miles an hour. Now the horn on the front of the rhino's face is not made of bone. It is actually made of keratin, which is the same material human fingernails and hair is made out of. So if you think about it, the rhino's horn is just one big nose hair.
Look at these people on the safari over here. Looks like they're gonna feed the giraffes.
Home to our black rhino.
They're on a safari.
It's smaller in size than the white rhino, and is a more solitary creature. That's why we gave him his own little private island.
Where is it?
If you look closely, you can see that his back is covered in dirt and mud. That is because rhinos have very sensitive skin, so they roll around in mud to protect their skin from the sun, kind of like a natural sunscreen. The brown animals with the long horns on the left-hand side of the train are known as the sable antelopes. And the sable antelopes will travel in herds of 10 to 20 strong and is ruled by the dominant female of the society. Also on the left-hand side of the train, just past the bushes here, are some of our Grevy zebra. The Grevy zebra is the largest of the zebra species.
Look at Cobra's
And if you look
curse in
closely,
the
you can see
background.
It has a snow-white belly.
So cool.
On top of the hill are some of our reticulated giraffes, impala, and eland antelopes. Now the eland antelope is the largest of the antelope species and can weigh anywhere from 1 to 2 tons. The reticulated giraffe, when full grown, can grow up to 18 feet. And the impala, when they are startled by predators, will jump over one another to confuse their prey. The impala can run about 55 miles an hour, and I think they're made by Chevrolet.
You got some animals right there. The little.
If you keep your eyes on the left-hand side, you might see some of the Nyala. They're brown creatures with white stripes on their backs. The Nyala are shy, so they tend to hide during the day, but it looks like they're out to play for us today. The green and yellow roller coaster you saw on the right-hand side of the train is known as the Cheetah Hunt. The Cheetah Hunt is a triple launch coaster that will take you from 0 to Cheetah in a matter of moments. That's roughly 60 miles an hour. As we round this corner, if you keep your attention on the right-hand side of the train, you might catch a glimpse of our Asian elephant exhibit. Now the elephant is the largest land mammal, and just like the rhino, it'll cover its back in dirt and mud to protect its skin from the sun and insects.
There he is, poking out by the tree.
Right across from the Asian elephant, the yellow building on the right-hand side is the Animal Care Center. Now the Animal Care Center has a surgical wing where, if an operation is scheduled, you can watch a live surgery being performed by our veterinarians. They have a representative on your side of the glass that will answer any of your questions. Also, the Animal Care Center is the filming location of ABC TV's Saturday morning show, The Wildlife Docs. It is filmed right here on location, and all the veterinarians you see on the show work right there in the Animal Care Center. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we currently are pulling into the Nairobi train station. This is the closest station to the front of the park and the Moroccan Palace, home to our Turn It Up Ice show. You want to know the best part of this show? It's in the air conditioning. So as we pull into this station, we ask that you please remain seated at all times until we come to a full and complete stop. Once it is safe to exit the train, you will exit out on the platform side of the train only. Once again, guys, please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop. Once it is safe to exit the train, you will exit out on the platform side only. As we pull out of this station at a whopping 2 miles an hour, do me a favor, look over to your right-hand side, put your hands in the air, and wave goodbye to Burke, our hard-working station master here at the Nairobi station. Everybody say goodbye, Burke.
Bye, Burke.
Oh, come on, guys, we can do better than that. Everybody say goodbye, Burke.
Bye, Burke.
Thank you. We do appreciate your enthusiasm. He is indeed a
All right,
hard-working
guys.
station master
We're
here
leaving our first
at the Nairobi
stop
station.
at the
Now,
Nairobi
keep your
train
attention on the right-hand
station.
side of the train.
And now we're heading to the Congo train
Our
station.
cute and lovable African penguins. Yes, the African penguins, unlike normal penguins, are used to the warm climates of Africa. This building on the right-hand side with the blue buckets coming out of it is one of 2 of our Skyride boarding stations. Now the Skyride is brought to us from Switzerland and will take you up 50 feet in the air, giving you a bird's eye view of the animals as they roam around the Serengeti.
This is Cheetah Hunt.
On the left-hand side of the train, just beyond the trees, is the Edge of Africa. The Edge of Africa is a self-guided tour that'll get you an up-close look at our pride of lions, spotted hyenas, mottled meerkats, and our 225,000-gallon water tank, home to our hippo.
Hey!
This white building on the right-hand side of the train is known as the Serengeti Overlook Restaurant. Enjoy pizza, sandwiches, and many other fine cuisines as you watch the animals roam around the Serengeti. Just up ahead, we are entering into the Egypt area of our park, where on the right-hand side of the train, you can see the newest addition here at Busch Gardens. The blue and purple roller coaster is known as the Cobra's Curse. The Cobra's Curse is a family-friendly spin coaster that will take you up a 70-foot elevator, putting you face to face with an 80-foot snake. Yes, if you're ever in the Egypt area of the park and feel like you're up to it, make sure to take on the challenge of the Cobra's Curse.
Maybe later? I wouldn't have been good right after.
Now for any of our hardcore roller coaster fans, this blue and beige coaster on the right-hand side of the train is known as the Montu. Now Montu is the name of the Egyptian god of war, and the Montu roller coaster is a steel inverted coaster, meaning that the tracks will hang above your head rather than under your feet. Yes, the Montu will take you up 150 feet in the air at speeds of 65 miles an hour and flip you upside down a total of 7 times. Yes, the Montu has been consistently ranked among the top 10 best steel inverted coasters in the southeastern United States. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we're around this next corner, we will be entering into the Serengeti belt. All the animals out here on the belt are wild and free roaming, meaning that they will cross the track at any point in time they choose. And of course, they always have the right of way. So we ask that you please remain seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train at all times. If you have a small child with you, we ask that you seat them either on the seat next to you or in your lap. If you happen to lose anything while on board, please do not attempt to retrieve that item yourself. Simply wait till we get to the next station, and we will send someone to retrieve that item for you. You keep your eyes on the left-hand side. I saw them out earlier. On the way left, past the hills there, you can see some of our reticulated giraffe, Adax antelope, and many others. Now the white creatures with the curlicue horns are the Adax. They are the most endangered species of antelope, with experts saying less than 300 are left in the wild. The reticulated giraffe we have here, when full grown, can grow up to 18 feet tall. But despite their long necks, they have the same number of vertebrae as humans do, and that is 7. If you don't believe me, you can go into the Animal Care Center, where they have a full-size skeleton, and you can count all 7. Up Up on the hill right next to the giraffe there on the left-hand side are some of our Grevy zebra. Now if you look closely, you can see that the Grevy zebra's stripes do not go all the way around their body. It stops right at their stomach line, giving them a snow-white belly. The Grevies are the largest and most endangered of the zebra species.
Here comes another safari group.
For anyone
It's
who's
really
wondering
cool.
what
We're gonna have to
these
do a
green
safari
people,
one
those
day.
People in the back
We're
is
gonna do that. Let's wave to them.
that's one of our
Hey!
17 events, our Serengeti Safari. For more information on this safari and how you can join it, all that can be found at the Serengeti Outpost at the Nairobi train station. Now our Serengeti Plains is a 16-acre preserve home to many different animals and is split up into two halves. We just finished crossing into the southern half and now we are entering the northern half of the area. This area is home to our white rhinos, wildebeests, Grant gazelles, and Grant zebras. So make sure to have your phones ready. Take as many pictures as you'd like, but please do it only from the seated position.
You can see the zebra out there
As
in the
we
middle
round
of
this corner onto
the middle of the
bridge
field,
there, keep your eyes on the
under the
left-hand
tree,
side.
because
Out in
it's
the
a
distance,
really,
you can
really
see
hot day today.
Some of our
So are the
Grant
rhinos.
zebras. Now the Grant zebra is smaller and more
Very
photographed
hot
than
day
the Grant
today.
zebras we saw over in the southern half of the belt.
I want to say
If you
it's
look closely,
probably
you can see that their stripes
96
go all the way around their bodies.
with about
Right next to the Grants
80%
are some of our
humidity,
white
so we're
rhinos.
looking at about
Now the white rhino is
around
the second largest
105
land
degrees
mammal,
today,
right behind the
104
elephant.
degrees.
It can grow anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 pounds, but despite its large size, it can run at speeds of 35 miles an hour.
See the rhinos and the
These cute little tan animals
zebras.
with the black racing stripes on the hill here, closest to the left-hand side of the train. Those are some of our Grant gazelles. Now, although they do look like the Thompson gazelles we saw back in Nairobi, they are a little bit
Wanna
larger
be a
and
baller?
actually can run a little bit
Shot
faster
caller,
than the
20-inch
Thompson.
blades on the
Their max speed is about
Impala.
45 miles an hour.
That's actually a gazelle.
And the Grant's gazelles can actually control their body temperature to preserve water in times of drought. Now on the left-hand side of the train, right next to the Grant zebra and the one that's rolling around like a dog, are some of the water buck. They're brown animals with a white ring around their rump. Now despite their names, they are land mammals. The reason they are called the water buck is because they secrete an oil that repels water. So if they need to escape a predator, they can do so in the water with great speed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you keep your eyes on the right-hand side, down close to the train, you can see a rock. Now, this isn't just any rock. If you look closely in the cracks on this rock that is just now coming up on the right-hand side, you can see some of the ostrich eggs. Now, these are real eggs. We did not put them there. But they are not fertile eggs because we only have 2 female rednecks ostriches. The 2 black-feathered birds with the bald heads on the left-hand side of the train, underneath the shade of the tree there, are some of the marabou stork. Now the marabou stork are known as the garbage men of the Serengeti because they say they will eat just about anything.
Such a beautiful train
Up
ride.
on the hill on the left-hand side,
I highly
behind the
recommend
fence
this
there,
to
are
anybody
some of the
coming
greater
here.
kudu. Now the greater kudu, when startled by predators, can stand in a statue-like position for up to 2 hours. And on the right-hand side, laying right among the rocks there, are the female red-necked ostriches. Now the female red-necked ostrich, despite its being flightless, have extremely powerful legs. One kick from an ostrich can kill a full-grown lion.
Going through the tunnel. Hold your breath.
Now Busch Gardens is home to thousands of different animals that represent hundreds of species worldwide, making Busch Gardens one of the largest zoological parks in North America. Yes, one of our main missions is to preserve all these species.
I wonder where that train
way our
goes to.
future generations can enjoy them. On the right-hand side of the train is the Skyride Med Station. Now, while you cannot board the Skyride at this station, it is the intersection point between the two boarding stations, one at Stanleyville and the other at the Cheetah Plaza.
Where are we gonna get the Congo? Please, no.
Up ahead is the Congo train station. This is the closest station to Kumba.
Oh, guys, double
and
train.
the Congo River Rapids Ride.
Double train.
As we pull into this station, ladies and gentlemen, we have to use please remain seated at all times, keeping your hands, arms, feet, legs inside the train. Once we come to a full and complete stop and it is safe to exit the train, you will exit out on the platform side of the train only. Once again, guys, please remain seated as we pull into the station until we come to a full and complete stop. Once we do and it is safe to exit out, we'll exit on the platform side of the train only. Please do not attempt to exit or switch seats on the other side of the train. Only use the platform side. Wait for it, guys, we're still rolling. Do me a favor, look over your left-hand side, put your hands in the air, wave goodbye to Brian, the hard-working station master here at
Bye,
Congo.
Brian. All right, guys, we are heading to the third and final stop in Stanleyville. We're leaving Congo, and we're heading back to where we started on our adventure. To our third and final stop in Stanleyville.
Now the roller coaster that you
Hope you
see on
guys
both
enjoyed the
sides of the
train
train is known as the Kumba. Kumba is an African word that means roar. And roar it does. This is due to the fact that the tracks are hollow. So as the car runs over it, it makes a roaring sound. Speeds of 60 miles an hour and flip you upside down a total of 7 times. If you keep your eyes on the right-hand side of the train, there's a parting in the trees where you can catch a glimpse of our quarter-mile-long raging Congo River Rapids Ride. The Congo River Rapids Ride will take you and 11 of your closest friends in a circular, free-floating raft down our raging Congo River. But be warned, you will get just a little wet, maybe even soaked. If you keep your eyes on the right-hand side of the train, you can catch a glimpse of some of our bongo antelope. Now the bongos, also known as the ghost of the forest, live up to their reputation because for quite some time they were thought to have been extinct. But back in the 1950s, they were rediscovered. On the left-hand side of the train is Jungala. Jungala is home to our Bengal tigers, orangutans, flying foxes, and many other small creatures.
Going through another tunnel. Hold your breath.
Raise your hand if you're in the mood for some barbecue. Yes, I know that's right. On the left-hand side of the train, there's a peach-colored building that is known as the Zambia Smokehouse. You can get barbecued ribs, barbecued chicken, pulled pork, and beef brisket. All of this located in the Stanleyville section of our park. Now, ladies and gentlemen, when we round this next corner, we will be entering into the Stanleyville train station. This is the closest station to Shikra, the Stanleyville Law Flume, the Sesame Street Safari Fun Area, and the Garden Gate Cafe. As we pull into the station, we ask that you please remain seated at all times until we come to a full and complete stop. Once it is safe to exit the train, you will exit out on the platform side of the train only. Once again, please remain seated until we come to a full and complete stop. Once it is safe to exit the train, you will exit out on the platform side of the train only. Please do not attempt to exit or switch seats on the other side of the train. Only use the platform side.
Okay guys, back where we started. Hope you guys enjoyed the train tour. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you real soon.